What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video, and today I have another top 5 video. It's kind of like a top 5 of things that I want to see in Diamond Dynasty. Now note, these are rather like quality of life upgrades, none of it's gameplay, none of it's content that I want. It's all basically quality of life to make maneuvering around Diamond Dynasty a lot easier and just to be more accessible. Now, there are a lot of things that they changed this year that I do like. For example, this year it's really easy to see the new stuff into the game, where prior it was like you kind of had to search, or if you didn't really like follow Twitch or Twitter or YouTube, you didn't really have a general idea of what was going on, what was new. So I do like right here, it shows the new roster update, set 3 packs are now available, and team epics. Really nice, really easy, and they look pretty good too. I like the way the menus look a lot better than last year. Last year, they weren't very attractive, and I feel like they're a lot better looking and also very more informative this year. So, going on with my first hope quality of life upgrade is in programs. I'm sure you guys are all aware of this. Let's say if you're, okay, not that. Let's say if you're feeding like jerseys or hats, because God knows you need those for everything, you cannot go to the market. You see, I'm trying to press, but I don't have any of these jerseys for Babe Ruth, and I might want one to go ahead and feed. So either you have to do this back all the way out, go to, what would it be, souvenirs, apparel, all of that, which takes a lot more time. Or there is a little bit easier way of doing it if you guys don't know, which, I mean, you could do this and go to the community market, but that's still a lot harder, because then, even if you do that, you have to go to souvenirs and you still have to go through the problem of searching everything. Silver, you want to go Braves, then you have to go over to apparel, and then you have to go over to jersey, and finally, after all that time, you can go ahead and find what you're looking for. If they just add something where I can just one click and it'll bring me right to it, like a lot of the other ones also have. For example, I think for like the this, yeah, for this it works. Like for the diamond autograph bats, it works easy. If they add something like that, it's gonna be a lot easier and a lot less frustration to go ahead and do these, because most missions, Immortals, Arcs, and even like the player position missions, all require hats, jerseys, and stuff like that. So it'd just be really easy if they went ahead and did that. My second one is one that we've all been begging for a long time, and that's multiple lineups. I don't know why they don't do it. I think they might have said something before why we can't have multiple lineups, but to me, it doesn't make any sense. You look at Madden, you look at 2K, all of those, NHL probably has it too. You can have multiple lineups. So let's say I have one that's based off righties. Of course, it doesn't tell you who you're going to face, but, you know, maybe I think, okay, I think I'm going to face a righty, or I think I'm going to face a lefty, or I just want to use this. It's a different lineup. This one's my all rookie, this one's my all hardware, and it helps with missions. So every single time that I want to do missions, I don't have to go, okay, there's an all-star player, or no, we'll do breakouts because I have quite a few. We'll do that, another breakout, okay, we have a breakout there, and rather than having to keep constantly look, multiple lineups will make it much easier. I really hope that we would get it in the start of this year. I don't know if they can add that this year, but maybe next year in MLB The Show 19, I really want to go ahead and see that. Another one, I'm not too big on this, but a lot of people are, and that's quick selling common players. You can quick sell common players this year, huh? Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so that's a tip that, or that's something that doesn't need to be added because it's already in. I was going to recommend doing 10 Stubs, but 5 is fine for commons. I didn't know that they did that, so that's cool, I guess. So moving on to the fourth one, I guess, moving down the list, is for the market, because I've been doing a lot of stuff on the market, as you guys can see. I already have 200 pages, and this is all recent, making a lot of stubs. If you guys have not seen my how to make stubs method, go ahead and click in the top right. There should be a card that you guys can go ahead and check out that video. Really helpful. A lot of people like it, and all 840 of those stubs, no money spent. But these, what I'm talking about, okay, I think I have some Indians hats, so that'll be good to use. All right, I want to sell some Indians hats, right? So I'll say I want to sell them at 55. every single time I have to re-enter the price, which thankfully like 55 is a good number to do, but if I'm doing something like 91, that actually takes quite a bit of time to go ahead and maneuver. And actually, yeah, I can probably sell off a couple of my Indian hats right now. Hopefully, so I got somebody live on the bait. Okay, now, man, I hate when people try to, like, oh my god, I hate that. But, like, what I mean is, I think you guys can tell what I mean. Like, every single time I have to re-enter the price last year and years past, it would be 39, so I just have to click finalize order. Click finalize order. This now, you have to go ahead and do it all over again every single time. And luckily, these are 2-digit numbers. If we were going to do MLB cards, now let's say, for example, you had, let's say you had a couple Dozers, right? You had like 4. Every single time I would have to go in and do it like that. Really annoying. It was in the game last year. I don't know why they took it out, but just please, it saves me time. And it's really helpful. It helps me make more stubs, and the people buying the souvenirs, like you see, I got a guy on the hook. They were keep spam buying. If you let me do that faster, they're gonna be able to buy cheaper hats, cheaper souvenirs. It's a win-win situation. Don't know why they took that out of the game, but they did. And then my last tip, 5 out of 5. This is one that I just thought of, and I think it's gonna be helpful. As you guys can see, the programs, it's pretty easy to maneuver, but there's a lot of them. There's all these immortals, all these arcs, and not to mention all these player programs. It's a lot. Now, once you do stuff, you don't want to, like, after every single game have to go through each and every single thing to see what you got done. I wish they would have something where it would pop up whether in-game or after game and be like, oh, you completed this mission. Or it doesn't have to be a click to redeem, but just something to notify you that you finished this mission. You can now go ahead and claim your reward. So then it'll say, I did this mission for Gary Carter. Go in there, easy. I can go ahead and claim that, rather than every single game after I play, I have to go through each and every single one of them and claim them, or at least check to see if I have them done. Really frustrating, and I think it would just be a really good change. It would help people make stubs, honestly, because I guarantee you a lot of you guys playing this game, if you guys aren't really aware of like the programs, you have so many done missions, and I probably do too, but nobody wants to go through each and every single one of them. But it would just be a nice quality of life upgrade to add to the game. And that's really all this video was, my top 5 quality of life or kind of accessible new things to add to Diamond Dynasty. Some 5 things that I'd really like to see, whether this year if they can add them, or hopefully in MLB The Show 19. If you guys have your own quality of life and just things to make the game easier to maneuver than it already is, I already think it had a great upgrade this year compared to last, but always want to improve. Let me know down below in the comments if you have yours as well. And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys there. Gomes out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.